I'm Delia Parker-Mims, and I'm running for Denton County Commissioner in Precinct 3. That entails Louisville, Hickory Creek, Lake Dallas, and a little bit of Flower Mound, thank goodness, right? Currently, all the county commissioners and the county judge are Republican. And it's been that way for a long time, at least over 30 years. And their view of what they're allowed to do or believe they should do is very narrow. Keep the tax rate low, work on roads and bridges, and that's it. They have done so little for so long that I don't think that they even know they have the ability to do anything else. Now, the Democratic commissioners in Tarrant County, they're working on initiatives in healthcare, they're working on initiatives for the homeless, they're working on initiatives for sex trafficking, because we know that is a problem within the entire region. And we know recently there was a child found in Louisville that they knew was in the home of sex trafficking, which was something that's been identified by our campaign for a long time to reach. There is more that they can do than simply mind the tax rate and roads and bridges. Now, I'm an attorney, I'm trained in economics from SMU, and I know that we can be prudent with our tax dollars and still address the needs of the most vulnerable in our community. One thing the county commissioners have the authority to do, and it's a very important thing, and that is make access to voting easier. Now think about that. That is directly part of their job description, is to make access to voting easier. And currently in some areas in Louisville, southeast Louisville, we have voting deserts where you have large senior populations, they're elderly, there's a disenfranchised community, no transportation. They have to climb stairs, or walk up the ramps. They don't have easy access to voting, but here's the good news. If you live in Robson Ranch though, you can drive your golf cart. So that's the good news. And that's probably because we know where that southeast Louisville neighborhood would likely vote. We know what direction they would likely vote. And it's probably not in the same direction as one of those 4 commissioners and the county judge. So that is something that it is important, and it is a direct responsibility of the commissioners, and we need a Democrat on the commissioner's court to deal with that issue and to open up the access to voting.
Yep.
Now, running for county commissioner is not sexy. I am sexy. I am sexy, so I'm separating that from running. But running for county commissioner is not the sexy presidential race. It's not the sexy U.S. ways. Everybody was energized by Beto, right? He set the world on fire. But the county commissioners have a meaningful impact on all of those races because of access to voting, right? And if we had access to voting, those other races that are so sexy, me, but not my race, may come out better than we have had them come out in the past. Access to voting is very important. Now, we know what's coming up because we're going to have the census and they're going to redistrict. We already know they're not going to do it correct because they tried, we fought, and we won, right? The community came together and we let them know that direction that they were going was not correct. So they're going to redistrict. They suddenly felt the need to redistrict. Which district? 3. But we fought and we prevented them from doing that because they don't want a Democrat on the commissioner's court. And if we don't get a Democrat on the commissioner's court now, we're gonna have to wait another 10 years to see what happens. But we have the ability to do that. District 3 is winnable. It's winnable with work, but it's winnable. And we can do that with everybody's support and with everybody's help, because we've got to get it done, because we know what's happening. And we want those sexy presidential races, we want those sexy Congress races that come out a certain way, so we need to open up that access to voting. And we can do that in this election in District 3 but it requires work, which is volunteers, and I'm seeing a lot of volunteers sit up in here, and you guys understand that, and it requires donations. We can do it. I'm Delia Parker-Mims, and I am running for Denton County Commissioner in District 3. Thank you.